and thought it was going to be a turnaround. I was going to be able to go ahead and get some of the issues that have been screwing me up lately behind me and, pull my head out of my ass at work and get back on track. And um, manager swept the leg. Um, Monday started out good. Managed to talk to um, uh, my mental health professionals, both my psychiatric NP for my depression and anxiety medications. Um, uh, and started my sessions with a therapist to start trying to work through some therapies to work with my neurodivergences, to try to figure out coping mechanisms that do not rely on chemical intervention. Um, and got out of those. Everything was great. As soon as I got out of those, that's when the leg got swept. Um, uh, Tried to pull my head out on my birthday. Um, um, was working hard to try to get some things to try to fix a couple of situations at work, and just issues. So my birthday was less than spectacular. Other things going on. Misty and Crow tried to pull it out, and they did a good job of doing as much damage control as they did, and I am very thankful for them. I'm very thankful for everyone that gave me all the birthday wishes. I love you all. Thank you all. It helped, but I was just in a bad place. I'm usually in a bad place around my birthday. Anyway, between my birthday and my brother's birthday slash passing, it has always been a rough part of my life. Growing up, my father once made a comment that I wasn't a real son. And it was then that I realized that he had wished that my brothers had survived. And if my brothers had survived, my middle sister and I never would have been born because my parents were going to stop at 3. So, it basically was my father saying he was wishing I'd never been born. It was probably a moment of frustration and anger, but to a neurodivergent boy in his teens that didn't realize he was neurodivergent, and I don't think anyone else really realized. And I mean, neurodivergence and everything really wasn't thought of that much when I was a kid. I was too intelligent for them to catch my learning disabilities. As weird as that sounds. Um, And when it came out as a behavioral issue, my parents corrected it with an ass whooping. Learned to mask. Now in my 50s, I realized what it really was. Suspected earlier, I have more suspicions. I have to get testing to see if those suspicions are correct. Because it's very specific testing for those diagnoses. For the official diagnoses. A lot of people I know think that I'm probably right on those suspicions. Anyways, but that's neither here nor there. I started squirreling. But I've had a lot of mental health issues this time of year, a lot of depression, because of something my father said, and again, frustration and anger in a moment that he probably did not mean, but I took it as gospel because my brain did. Later, Dad came to accept who I was, and I wasn't going to be the son that he thought a son should be, but accepted me as the son that I was, and everything was cool. But again, that pattern had set in, so I kind of get into a dark place this time of year, and it's never the best for my mental health. It's been worse since my mom passed, because mom's birthday was the 6th. So, of course, I'm thinking about mom. Easter was just here, and any family gathering holiday, I think about mom, and mom loved family gathering holidays because all the kids, all the grandkids were under one roof. And that was when my mom was at her happiest, when we were all together as a family. And since she passed, we haven't done that except for my father's funeral and my niece's wedding. Both happened in 2022. So, I'm missing mom. I'm missing dad. I'm missing the rest of my family. I'm feeling like a failure, but again, I'm not a failure because I haven't given up. You don't fail until you stop trying. Lack of success is not failure. It's just lack of success. Um, but this is just, a call for anyone out there seeing this, and feel free to share this with whoever needs to see it. Um, um, and we'll switch over to this sticker because everyone needs to see this. Everyone out there is awesome. Everyone is worthy. Everyone is beautiful. in their own right. Everyone is deserving of life, love, and happiness. Even the assholes. And maybe the assholes need it more than anyone else because maybe if they had more of it, they wouldn't be assholes. But see, there's a comment. Hey, thesis. It's been a bad dark time, and I figure I know I'm having issues, and if I'm having issues, other people might be having issues, and would be a perfect time to throw up a reminder about mental health awareness, and that there's the crisis hotline out there, and that everyone is fucking great, and um, is worthy of love, and um, we're here for reasons. We're built by whatever greater powers are out there. In my belief system, it is God. Others, it's going to be Odin, Freya, Gore. Others, it might be Mother Maiden Crone, whoever. It's powers out there forged us for a reason, and in the way that we are. Allah, whoever, it's a lot of it is the same thing, just viewed from a different perspective. A lot of it all boils down to don't be an ass to each other. Be good. Don't be a dick. All the 10 Commandments can be boiled down to don't be a dick. Murdering someone, dick move. Coveting someone's shit, dick move. Stealing someone's shit, dick move. Lying, dishonoring your parents, all dick moves. And a lot of these are echoed through a lot of other religions. Might not be said the exact same way. All good done is reflected to you 3 times. All even reflected upon you 1,000 times. It boils down to the same thing. Put light and positivity out there in the universe. Be the change that we need, especially right now, especially with all the tensions running high between this administration and the hatred that they're espousing towards folks. Fuck you, Robert Kennedy. The things you said about autism, and that extends to other flavors of neurodivergence. Fuck you. Maybe do a little bit more thinking before you speak. Maybe pull your head out of your ass. Maybe do some scientific research. Maybe understand what a vaccine really is and really does. Um, I'm squirreling again. But yeah, other sides of this administration are firing shots on people that I love and respect, and it just hurts. Um, but April through June is never good. Um, so if I am a little bit quieter on the socials, I'm trying to fix things. Um, Apparently, the mask I have been wearing at work is not adequate for my new boss, and I need to figure out the proper way to mask for my new boss. Um, so there's going to be time spent on that. Um, Open door policy. You can talk to me about anything. Apparently, does not mean your own mental health crisis. Um, Apparently, you'll get wrote up for that shit. Anyways, um, as a reminder, folks, there is help out there. Um, I'm getting help through um, uh, going through um, a mental health company. Uh, I found a psychiatric nurse practitioner to take care of um, the uh, chemical assistance that my brain needs to at least get everything kickstarted. And I also found a therapist to try to work on some cognitive based therapies and other therapies to work on getting it so that hopefully one day I do not have to use chemical based therapies to deal with my issues. But it all starts with talking to someone. Um, if you don't have a mental health provider, um, if you don't have a family member, if you don't have, for the lack of a better term, a church or um, religious organization or um, another mentor or someone that you can talk to. If you don't have a friend you can talk to, um, there is um, the 988 suicide mental health crisis talk and text line. You can talk or text to 988. And then you can also go to 988lifeline.org. And then also you can go to samhsa.gov. I believe they might point you to the same thing. I believe this is the old URL, and I believe They have found a better vanity URL in the 988lifeline.org. But both of those are great places. There are other free resources that you can find online. Talk to somebody. A professional is always best, but if you can't find or forward a professional, again, family member, member of the clergy, or member of the church, or whatever religious organization that you belong to, friends. And if none of that is anything that works and you just need to vent and rant to a stranger, my email address is in the description below. You can send an email to Crazy Uncle Dick and um, uh, just, in the subject, put, whether you want me to um, reply as this to be a conversation, as someone talking back and forth, or whether this is something that you just need to vent and rant to somebody and just never want to hear another word from it ever again. You can use a legitimate email address. You can go pick up a throwaway email address just to go ahead and have an anonymous um, email to email from, to not be able to be tracked down, to go ahead and talk from. You're also welcome to leave comments below. Um, it's not a great world we live in. Um, but it's the only one we got. And we can't make it better unless we try. And we can't make it better if we just rot in darkness, in fear, in anger, in hatred. It doesn't work. The world just falls farther apart. Um, and I'm going to get a little religious here. That's fine. You don't have to feel the exact same way. To follow my Lord Christ, I need to reach out and love. I need to love my neighbor. I need to provide what succor, what solace, what help, what balm I can to those that I can. Reach out a hand. Be someone to try to help when I can. And then be the wrath of his father, should I have to. Hopefully I don't ever have to. You come for those that I protect, you'll see the wrath. Peace be on you and those that you love. May love guide us in this dark time. May thunder and lightning strike down those that wish to do you harm and do harm to those that you love. And the fires of wrath on those who support those who wish us harm. I wish you light, love, laughter, hope, peace, and happiness. I love you all. Peace be on you.